Here are the top 10 government mistakes from around the world. Number 1. China versus the Sparrow, 1958. China, 1958. Chairman Mao launches the Great Sparrow Campaign. Why? Sparrows were eating grain from collective farms, so the government declared war. They sent millions of people into the fields with drums, firecrackers, and flags. The plan was to scare the sparrows until they fell from exhaustion. And it worked, kind of. Millions of sparrows died. But here's the problem. Sparrows also eat insects. Lots of insects, like locusts. With the sparrows gone, locust populations exploded. They devoured crops on a scale the sparrows never could. The result? The Great Chinese Famine. Estimated death toll, 45 million people. One government trying to save grain accidentally starved millions. That's a backfire. Number 2. India's Cobra breeding program, British colonial era. At number 2, colonial India. The British government noticed a problem. Too many venomous cobras in Delhi, so they offered a bounty, cash for every dead cobra. Sounds smart, right? Kill snakes, get money, fewer snakes. But locals figured out a loophole. They started breeding cobras, lots of cobras, then killing them for the bounty. The government eventually realized what was happening and canceled the program. So what did the breeders do with all those now worthless half-bred cobras? They released them into the streets. The cobra population ended up higher than when the program started. Economists call this the Cobra Effect. It's when a solution makes the original problem worse. And India's cobra bounty is the textbook example. Number 3. London's sewage soup. London, 1858. The city had a brilliant idea. Just dump all the sewage into the River Thames. After all, the river flows to the sea. Problem solved. Except that summer was unusually hot. Really hot. The Thames slowed to a crawl. The sewage just sat there, cooking in the sun, for weeks. The stench was so unbearable that Parliament had to soak the curtains in chlorine. They called it the Great Stink. And here's the kicker. The smell was so bad that Parliament finally funded a proper sewage system, the one designed by Joseph Bazalgette, which still works today. So the mistake was ignoring the problem for decades. The fix? A summer so disgusting that politicians couldn't breathe. Sometimes progress needs a push, or in this case, a nose plug. The Texaco Lake Disaster, 1980. At number 4, Louisiana, 1980. The U.S. government gave Texaco permission to drill for oil under Lake Peigneur. The coordinates were off by a few feet. Texaco punched through the lake bed and directly into a working salt mine below. The lake instantly started draining into the mine like a bathtub being unplugged. Here's what got sucked in. 11 barges, a tugboat, a parking lot, 65 acres of land, and an entire grove of trees. The lake reversed flow, turned from freshwater to saltwater, and destroyed the local ecosystem. Miraculously, no one died. The miners escaped just in time. The damage? Over $500 million. And the lake's water level dropped 15 feet before refilling from the Gulf. All because of a miscalculated coordinate. Number 5. The $1.7 trillion superplane. The United States, 2001 to present. The Pentagon had a brilliant cost-saving idea. Build one fighter jet that can do everything. Take off from aircraft carriers, land vertically for the Marines, and dogfight for the Air Force. The F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. Sounds smart, right? One plane replaces many. Save billions. Here's the reality. The program is 10 years behind schedule. The cost has ballooned to an estimated $1.7 trillion, making it the most expensive weapons program in history. The plane has had over 800 technical flaws, including a helmet that couldn't display night vision properly and a cannon that can't shoot straight. So instead of saving money, the government created a single point of failure. The irony? They could have bought 3 separate, better planes for less money, but they wanted efficiency, and efficiency exploded.